Hi everyone, welcome to our session today. So today's session is on angels and we will be doing the Archangel meditation. For those of you who are watching this later on YouTube, the meditations are not recorded as part of the series. So you'll have to join us in our live sessions, which are at 4 o'clock India Standard Time. Okay, so let's start with an invocation. Let's close our eyes, connect the tongue to the palate, inhale and exhale slowly. Let us invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. We thank you for your priceless blessings, for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, divine love, mercy, inner healing, physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly. Thank you for your divine help and protection, for illumination, abundance, and prosperity. Let's do this whole affirmation. I am that I am. I am not the body. I am not the emotions. I am not the thoughts. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am one with my higher soul. I am that I am. I am one with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am connected with God. I am one with God, and I am one with all. So today I'd like to first express gratitude to one of the people who first did the workshop with me, and her name is Priya Motwani. So
Oh,
she's one of my first students, if I say so. And the fact that she came to do pranic healing with me was a great encouragement for me. So today is a special day because it's also Priya's birthday. So
how sweet. Thank you.
yeah, and thank you for coming to do the exercises. Okay, so
Shall we?
yeah, so let's start with Super Brain Yoga. Connect the tongue to the palate. And as we inhale, we're going to do a semi squat. Okay, so let's start. Inhale, go down, one. Inhale, go down, two. Inhale, go down, three. Inhale, go down, four. Inhale, go down, five. Inhale, go down, six. And the last one.
Chachawakoksui, most importantly. So thank you, Sheetal, for bringing me in. Yeah, all the best to everybody. Bye.
Thanks, Priya. Thank you. Okay, so that was one of my angels, Priya Motwani. So, okay, so today we thought we will again talk about a little bit about angels, and we thought we'll have a little bit of a group discussion in the sense that some people keep sending us queries privately, and some of those questions are relevant to everybody. So if you have any queries about angels, it will be great if you can either text them or you can unmute yourself and ask your question so that we can try and address it for about 5-10 minutes. Okay, so let's do that. So you have the ability to unmute yourself and to turn on your video.
I want to ask one question. Are you able to hear me? Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So, can this can we request angels to find my divine job or the kind of work that is meant for me, or from which I can have a satisfaction and as well as my earning? Can I do that?
Yes, you can. So one of the things that, again, if you do the Archangel meditation with us, when we invoke to the Archangel Uriel, the first thing that Acharya Nona mentions is you can ask Archangel Uriel for guidance. So one of the things that I can say is that sometimes we're not looking in the right place. And also we need to be aware that we are in, a certain time where things are a little different. So perhaps the kind of effort that needs to be made is also a little bit different, right? So in terms of getting guidance, I feel that yes, if you invoke regularly to the angels and you pay attention and we pay attention to the signs that they send us. Sometimes they're sending us signs, but we're not listening, right? So one thing to be aware is the signs. The other thing that I would say that I have, done very often is that I have basically invoked the angel of my at which point when I was working professionally, I would just invoke the angels to help me find the right job. So we have to be aware that we can't expect the angels to do everything for us. We have to do some of the work also. Similarly, like we can't just tell God, God send me a job. It doesn't work like that. We have to do our little bit, because we have to understand that the gods and the angels have an energy that, uh, while it does come down to the very physical level at some point, but at some point beyond a certain point, their energies are not really as functional. And that's one of the reasons why we are also important on the planet Earth, because there are certain things that we can do that our higher soul and that higher beings are not able to actually come down to this, what we call gross level. Okay. So yes, you can assign, or you can assign the angels of prosperity to your job hunt. And for that, you have to remain happy, kind, and grateful. And in terms of guidance, you can ask Archangel Uriel for that. So it works. Ask Archangel Uriel every day, what can I do? And be aware of the signs, okay? Because the signs can come through music, it can come through a song, it can come through something you read, it can come from anywhere. So, sometimes, have you met people when they ask you a question and then they start talking to somebody else? So if we are doing that, then obviously we're not going to hear the answer. So just be aware of that. In a lot of the spiritual sciences, I feel that it's important to also be receptive. Sometimes we're like, God, give me this, God, give me this. And then when God gives it, or when the angels give it to us, we are looking somewhere else. So that's something that, I, with a bunch of mistakes that I made, have realized. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Chika, I think you have a question.
Sorry, ma'am. You mentioned some archangel. Which archangel?
Archangel Uriel.
Uriel.
Archangel Uriel.
Okay.
So again,
Thank
if you
you.
do the meditation today, then you will hear from Acharya Nuna on how to invoke the Archangel Uriel.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
So, Shikha Sharma, you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. ये angel class भी होती है क्या, ma'am?
Not directly. We don't have a direct angel class, but we invoke
Oh,
the angels in a lot of our prayers. एंड यदि आप चाहें तो आप हमारी जो सीरीज है यूट्यूब पे ऑन एंजल्स, उस पे काफी सारा इंफॉर्मेशन आपको मिल जाएगा on the different
ठीक है.
angels, the different hierarchy of angels. We also have one called angels, devas, and chakras. We also
अच्छा.
have the Islamic angels, and we also have
Oh.
Christian angels and the Hindu mythology
तो
angels.
कैसे मिलेगा मैम आपका लिंक यूट्यूब में?
YouTube पे मिलेगा.
आपके नेम से मिल जाएगा? ओके, थैंक यू.
Thank you. Okay, so would you like to say something?
Hello, can
Yes.
you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, if someone has health issues, is there any specific angel we should pray for? Or
The angels of healing.
yeah, like in angels of healing, do you specifically mention some name, or we just say angels of healing?
Okay, so the Archangel Raphael is the one who is more in charge of healing. Obviously, there are many aspects to healing. So there's guidance, there's healing, there's protection, and there's, good news. So all of that, the four archangels combined, is what brings about the full healing. But if you're looking specifically for just physical healing, then I think Archangel Raphael is the one to invoke. Now, yeah, so we also have a YouTube series or a YouTube video on Archangel Raphael. So if you want to know more about that, again, you can just kind of click on.
And if someone is having physical problems, but it's sort of ascertained that it's more of karmic in origin, then in that case also pray to Archangel Raphael.
Yes, you can pray to Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael, because Archangel Michael, in my understanding, is to some extent more in charge of karma. They all are, ultimately they're all aspects of God. So I would just say that, again, if you do the meditation today, we will be covering, the specialties of each of the archangels, and then you can decide who to invoke and when to invoke. But also be aware that all angels are ultimately helping us through, basically it's a manifestation of the Supreme God in some ways. So always remember to also invoke the Supreme God when you are invoking for angels.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
There is a concept of angelic numbers, so we won't be able to cover that here right now. But if you look at some books by, I think by Doreen Virtue, then you may find some information on angelic numbers. But yeah, I mean, you can do that. I don't have
Can you
the
please repeat the name?
Doreen Virtue, DOREEN VIRTUE, Doreen Virtue. She has a book called Angelic Numbers,
Yeah, thank you so much.
and there's also an app. Why don't we take a few seconds and think of what is it that we would like guidance for? And when we do the meditation, we can specifically ask Archangel Uriel for help with that. Let's also be aware and think of what is it that we want healing for. And then when Archangel Raphael is around us, we can invoke Archangel Raphael for healing for that. Let's also think of what in our life needs protection. Are we most concerned about our home, our work, our children, our spouse, whatever it is, ourselves? If there is any kind of physical risk to anybody in the family, then you can invoke Archangel Michael for that. And then there's Archangel Gabriel, for whom you can invoke for good news. So you can just be like, Archangel Raphael, I need some good news. Yes, and once again, we have a bunch of series on YouTube for angels. So depending on what specific guidance you're looking for, you can also look up some of those episodes. Let's raise our hands in blessing position. Let's be aware of the 4 archangels around us. In his book, Spiritual Essence of Man, Master Chow Sui tells us that the heart, the divine name for heart is L-E-L. So sometimes when we invoke the angels, we call them Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, because we understand that that increases the, the heart aspect of the angel. Okay, so let's just be aware of the Archangel Uriel in front of us, the Archangel Raphael behind us, the Archangel Michael on our right, and the Archangel Gabriel on our left. Let's bless ourselves, our family, the entire planet Earth with the help of the angels. Let's fill up the entire earth with the energy of the angels. May the Buddha Kuan Yin, with her divine compassionate light, extract, externalize, and raise to higher vibrations all fear, all disease related to the coronavirus rapidly and properly. May humanity learn its lesson rapidly and properly. As we inhale and as we exhale, let's also bless our financial targets, our health targets, our relationship targets, and our spiritual targets. Let's be aware of the presence of all the angels. I'm just going to add a short prayer also taught by Acharya Nona to us when she visited Kolkata, and we had a workshop in Sunny Park. So the prayer was like this: if there's anything specific that we want help from the angels, then we can say, angels of the Lord, let's say for example, bless pranic healing. Angels of pranic healing, bless the Lord. Angels of the Lord, bless pranic healing. Angels of pranic healing, bless the Lord. Angels of the Lord, bless pranic healing. Angels of pranic healing, bless the Lord. Sometimes I use this prayer and I find it very, very powerful as well. So you can also use it for anything that you would like to use it for. Okay, so you can invoke the angels in this manner as well. Let's bless anything else that we'd like to. Our family, our loved ones. Let's also zoom out from our body to the city, to the state, to the country, to the planet, to the solar system, the galaxy, and the universe. May everything and everyone be blessed. May everything work in consonance with the divine plan as outlined by Holy Master DK through Alice Bailey and conveyed to us through Master Chopak Sui. We thank you. We thank you for the opportunity to be a part of the divine plan through pranic healing and Arahatic yoga. We thank you. Okay, let's massage our face, our scalp. Just wake up the body, come back into your body. So thank you everyone for joining. I hope you had a good session with the angels, and I hope we'll see you again next week where we have our live session at 4 o'clock Indian Standard Time. If you're watching this YouTube video later, just be aware that we are not permitted to record the meditation. It can only be streamed live. Also, please do not record any part of this because some parts of it are copyrighted by World Pranic Healing and by other institutions. So we'd like to respect the copyright to the best of our abilities. We all make mistakes, but yes. So thank you. We all make mistakes. We're all evolving. So let's keep going.